Hello, Warren Junior High. It's your principal, Christina Weedman, coming to you with your daily announcements. Today is Monday, May the 18th. The journal topic of the day, there's not a journal topic of the day. Do you know why? Because tomorrow, week 7 packet is due. So what I want you to do is make sure you're finished with everything. So there won't be any journal topics this week because the topics this week are finish your work. The quote of the day is finish your work. That's by me, just saying. And probably a lot of your teachers. I do want to tell you that tomorrow is packet drop-off day. The buses will be coming by to bring meals, and you can also drop off your packets on the bus. Most of you that have been doing that are familiar with the process, but you know that's something you can do. Also, we're going to begin turning items in starting tomorrow. If you want to return items on the bus, you can, but I strongly suggest you make sure that your children's things are labeled with their name, grade, and school. So make sure you write Warren Junior High, something like that. For grade 6, they have a social studies book and a band's instrument if they had a school instrument and it was at home. And they also have library books. Some of them had library books checked out. So make sure when you return their social studies book, make sure their name is written in the front of that book. If they're returning a band instrument, make sure that their name is like on a sticky note and taped onto that instrument just to make sure it's very, very clearly marked on whose instrument that is. And those band instruments, guys, can run up in the thousands of dollars, so you want to make sure that you turn that in. 7th grade students have a Texas history book. Again, make sure their name is in there. Band instruments, if it was a school issued instrument. Library books. Now, library books, once they're scanned, we'll know whose library book it was. So really just getting a library book on the bus is plenty. And also, a few of them still had athletic clothes out. So make sure that you label those and return those on the bus. In 8th grade, you had a U.S. history book, again with a name in it, library books, band instruments, athletic clothes. But another thing that all 8th graders had was a graphing calculator. Please make sure that their name is on a piece of paper and taped to that. Those graphing calculators are about $120 to replace. So please make sure that we do get those items back, because if we don't get a lot of those items back, then what happens is next year when your child's going to try to participate in extracurricular or anything, we're not going to issue them anything until we get the other things either turned in or paid for. So please make sure that they get those items in, and please make sure that they are clearly labeled. If you're not going to send it back on the bus tomorrow, the way we're setting this up is from 8 to 10 o'clock, 6th grade can come up to bring their things. Also, you can come get your things out of your locker. There's just a few students who still haven't gotten their items. Just make sure and come up and get those. We've actually cleared out a lot of those lockers, bagged them up, and put their name on them just right in front of their locker. 6th grade is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's for every grade, but 6th grade is from 8 to 10, 7th grade is from 10 to 12, and 8th grade is from 12 to 2. That's just to try to keep not so many people coming in the building at the same time. Now, a lot of people have, students in multiple grade levels, so I'm just going to tell you, pick a grade. If you have a child in 6th and 8th grade, just pick either the 6th grade time or the 8th grade time. Either time, it does not matter. A few of y'all have just said, well, those times don't work for me, so for this week, call us at that point and we'll try to get something worked out. But for the most part, we need the bulk of those to happen this week. Also, tomorrow is when week 7 is due, and actually any other packet. So hopefully you've turned in everything except week 7. But if you haven't, tomorrow is that day. Again, you can email them to your teacher, put it in Google Classroom, and bring it up. Thursday is the last day, the 21st, to turn those assignments in. Now, I got this question today, and I was kind of puzzled because everything's due tomorrow. And the question was, well, what if they don't turn any of their stuff in? This is not exactly the day to be asking that question. Here's the thing. If you don't turn the assignments in, or your child doesn't turn the assignments, they get an incomplete for the last 9 weeks. An incomplete means that they have an incomplete grade for the school year, which means they don't have any credit yet. So until they have credits for their courses, they kind of stay in that grade level. And that may mean summer school for a lot of kids, which seems a little odd just to do summer school because we didn't do packets so we can do different work that we could have already done before. So, some of you may need to cram, but you have until Thursday if you don't get it done by tomorrow. Kind of along those lines, I'm gonna tell you this, and this happened with a friend of mine today. She made the comment to me. She says, I just can't get him to do the work. I was like, I'm sorry, what did you say? I just can't get him to do the work. Oh, well, what do you mean you couldn't get him to do the work? Well, he just wouldn't do it. Oh, so when his teachers got him and 25 other kids in a classroom for 45 minutes, like, What would you do if the kid was just sitting there doing nothing? Like, would you get mad at the teacher? Like, I don't know. She was like, no, I just can't get him to do any work. And I was like, what's he doing all day when he won't do his work? Well, he just sits there and plays on his cell phone all day. Yeah, y'all thinking the same thing I'm thinking. Like, really? Hold on. He won't do his work. Why does he have a cell phone to play on, y'all? I know y'all are all thinking the same thing. I mean, I know it's common sense, and us parents are sitting there like, y'all, look, none of us are perfect at this, and this is not the easiest job, but some of the answers are kind of easy. Like, he won't do his work because he plays on his cell phone all day. Yeah, why he still have a cell phone? Like, come on, give her the answers. Like, this is where you copy off your friend. The answer is you take the cell phone away. Or he's just sitting there playing his cell phone, playing his Xbox all day. Like, don't even finish that sentence. Like, the rest of us, y'all, we're kind of looking at you going, I'm sorry, what? Why does he have an Xbox? Or the other, well, he just sleeping till 2 every day. Why he have a bed? He won't do his work, but you're letting him sleep in the bed. No. Y'all are messing this up. I don't. And I thought, and it's just too hard to take his phone away. Really? Like, don't pay the bill. Like, you don't have to take the phone away. Just don't pay the bill. They'll cut it off. Well, and I mean, if I just take the Xbox away, it just makes... And then she told me, but he paid with that... Can't say it with a straight. He paid for that Xbox with his own money. I can't take that away from him. You let him live in your house. He didn't pay for that. He didn't buy the food. Like, he bought it with his own money. So you can't take it. You want to bet? Do you want to bet? Yes, you can. I'm just telling you. I'm giving you the answers here. They just sit on the internet. They just sleep all day. You know, I'm trying to think of all the other things I've heard. Y'all, I'm not even going to lie to you. I took everything away from my child one time. I mean, every toy, every electronic. This when she was little. Mind you, remember when this happened? When she was little. Because, see, if you don't do this when they're little, it doesn't have a whole lot of effect on them when they're 14. But you should still try. I mean, you know, because I'll tell you some tactics that help when they're older. But everything, y'all, everything. Not a single nothing. Y'all walked in there and she was playing dress up in her pajamas. She found a way to have fun. I was like the Grinch that stole Christmas, like the Grinch that went there and took the very last crumb. I took all her clothes too. I was like, I'll bring you what you can wear each day. We're going to get this straight when you're real little. Because I ain't doing this when you're 14. I can't take the Xbox away. They won't get off their phone. And I thought to myself, y'all need to be genius. Okay, you don't have to take the phone away. Just don't pay the bill. Change the Wi-Fi password. You know what? When your work's done, I give you the password. And then tomorrow, when you don't do your work again, you don't have to do it again. Because I'm going to change the password. And the password is, do your work. That's the password. And here's another favorite one. I love this one. Okay, you want to take the Xbox away? He owns it. Well, I pay the electricity. Here's a little trick for you. Go find your breaker box and find which breaker controls their bedroom that hooks up to their Xbox. So you don't have to take it away from him. It's theirs. You're right. Fine. Let him keep it. It's totally fine. But you pay the electricity bill. He can't take that away from you. But you paid it. I don't know. And that's the thing, guys. You got to do this when they're young. And you think, well, they're 14. It's too late. Oh, no. You're right. Maybe you didn't fight the battle when they were 6 or 7. And now you're losing it now. But we're not done yet. Like, you still have, 4 years of high school to go. So go ahead, y'all. Fight the good fight. I'm telling you, I told my daughter the other day. True story, y'all. I said, listen, I am locked and loaded right now to fight this war. I'm not giving up. I will sit here until 2 o'clock in the morning until you do what I need you to do. Because if I know I stop now, we will have this exact same fight 6 nights in a row. I'm not doing it. So we're going to do it all right now. I'm just saying. But do your work, y'all. But this whole, like, I can't get them to do it. Y'all, we're all kind of staring at you going, what? I know you just didn't say that out loud. And even if it's true, why would you admit that to anyone? Y'all, breaker box. Switch it off. No electricity. No bed to sleep in. I mean, you have to feed them. I mean, you still have to feed them. But you don't have to, they don't need to get little Debbies, y'all. I'm just saying. won't do his work, can't make him do his work because he keeps playing on his cell phone or his Xbox or sleeping all day. Come on now. Fight it. Do it. We're all here with you. We've done it before. Let us know. We'll give you some more strategies. I'm just saying, do it now. Do it now. If not, you'll pay for it later. Just saying, all the parents are out there going, woo, woo, go Miss Weedman. That's what we're doing. I'm just telling you, you guys who are fighting that big fight, just know it's worth it. We're all supporting you. It's not easy. It's not easy at all, but that's just what we have to do. That's called being a parent. So anyway, let me know if you need any other tricks.